All right, hey y'all, welcome to your 4 p.m. live class. It's Madison. I'm excited to get us started. You'll need for class today a block and a strap or something that resembles it. I'm using a literal pair of pants and a small case of beer that I might crack into later. I'll be using that for a block. So go ahead and get yourself set up on your mat. Start the playlist 0411 Yonder Flow, and we'll get it going. Go ahead and start the playlist and then come into Shavasana on your mat. Lie all the way down onto your back. Coming into restful pose, close your eyes. As your body softens onto the earth, let your breath settle into Sahaja, your natural grace-filled breath. And we'll start with a few cleansing breaths right away to get us going. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, sigh out. Again, breathe in, fill with air. Open your mouth, pour your breath out. Breathe in, expand your front body to the sky. Pause at the top, maybe sip in a touch more air. Open up, let it go. One more just like that, breathe in. Get full and expansive, hold at the top. Open up, release. Seal your lips to touch. Breathe in and out through your nose. If you can right away, engage your Ujjayi pranayama, your victorious breath. That inhale and exhale through your nose that creates sound and texture. Use this breath to build heat in your body, to guide you through your practice. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. And as you travel through the journey of your practice today, I invite you to stay present in each and every moment, each and every breath, giving yourself the opportunity to fully experience each pose and each transition. Take one more inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Take a big, full good morning, full body stretch. Hug your knees into your chest as you exhale, get small. And you'll want to reach for your makeshift strap right away and loop it around your right foot. Take your left leg long on your mat and send your right leg straight to the sky. You can use that strap to hold on so that you can let your head stay resting on the ground. And breathe a little length into the back of your right hamstring, sending the air to that place. Take one big inhale. On your exhale, take your right leg out to your right side, opening up your hips, opening up your right inner thigh. You might guide your left hand to your left hip to keep it glued onto the earth. On your next inhale, reach your right leg back to the sky. And exhale, let it fall over to your left side, taking a little lying down Shiva twist. You might extend your gaze over your right arm. Still sending your air to the place behind your right knee. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, draw your right leg back up through center. Pause here, maybe crawl your fingertips up your strap. Lifting your head off the ground this time, engaging your core. And breathe in. Gently let the strap go. Let your right leg come to meet your left, slowly creating length. And notice how your right side feels different from your left before pulling your left knee into your chest, looping your strap, and sending your left leg straight up to the sky. Once again, this time, leave your head on the ground, really focusing space behind your left knee into your left hamstring. And breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale, take your left leg out to your left side, trying to keep your heel in line with your hip. Breathe space into your left inner thigh and keep your right hip glued to the earth so your hips stay square to the ground. On your next breath in, reach your left leg back up high and exhale, take it over your body, over to the right side. A little dancing Shiva lying down. Feel the gentle twist in your thoracic spine, the middle of your back. And on your next inhale, draw your left leg back up through center. Pause here, maybe crawl your fingertips up your strap toward your foot, engaging your core strength. Breathe in. Gently let the strap go and slowly take your left foot down to meet your right, creating a little more length in your left leg. And breathe in, stretch tall. Hug your knees into your chest as you exhale. Take a couple rocks side to side, massaging your low spine. And then begin to rock and roll the length of your spine, creating momentum. Coming up to your tabletop pose. Plant your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Let your hips settle on top of your knees. Neutral tabletop. And on your breath in, tip your belly low, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. Cow pose. Exhale to your cat. Press the earth away, round your spine. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale to your cow pose. Smile across your chest. Exhale to your cat. Press the earth away. Dome your shoulders. Expand across your shoulder blade. You know this motion. Keep it going to the rhythm of your own breath. Inviting in fluid movement, side to side, circles, figure eights. Anything here to wake up your physical body, get you ready and primed for your practice. Stay deeply connected with your breath, moving to its pace. And take a couple more rounds. Even out your sides. Really get into the places of tension and tightness. And recreate stillness in your tabletop pose. Press the earth away with your hands. Tuck your toes. Beast pose. Lift your knees to a hover. Keep doming your upper back. Recreating cat in that area. And then knit your ribs together. Squeeze your belly button in. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. Downward facing dog, send your hips high. Pedal out your feet, find movement, awaken. And find stillness in center in your downward facing dog. Root your hands into the earth. Lift your tailbone high and encourage more weight to go back into your heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. Crawl your hands to the back of your mat. Take a wide stance, east to west in your feet. Ragdoll pose. Bend deeply into your knees. Let your belly soften onto the tops of your thighs. Take movement side to side if it feels good. And come back to stillness. Begin to slowly round your body all the way up to standing, lifting slowly one vertebra at a time. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Connect your palms, draw them down to your heart center, and take a breath in. Open your mouth, sigh out. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Gentle bend in your knees as you swan dive, fold forward. Crawl your hands out, high plank pose. Once more, let your shoulders settle over your wrists. Find that foundation in your hands, press the earth away, and dome your spine to the ceiling. Knit your ribs together and energize the backs of your knees by stacking your heels over your toes. Breathe in. Gently lower all the way to your belly as you exhale. Untuck your toes. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Cobra pose. Breathe in. Lift your chest. Lift your gaze. Exhale. Tap your nose down. Inhale to your cobra pose. Exhale. Tap your nose down. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale in your downward facing dog. Come up high onto your toes. Take little steps all the way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Bring your hands to your shins and lengthen out your spine. Fold forward. Inhale, rise up with a flat back. Urdhva Hastasana, reach. Exhale, gentle bend in your knees as you swan dive. Uttanasana, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant your hands, high plank pose, step your feet back. On your inhale, shift the crown of your head as far forward as you can. Chaturanga Dandasana, as you exhale, bend your elbows, hug them in. Upward facing dog, press the tops of your feet into the earth so well that your thigh bones lift. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up high. Breathe in. And let it go. Come up high onto your toes, look forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, arrive. Fold forward. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, rise. Exhale, Uttanasana, bow forward. Ardha Uttanasana, lift halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana, step back and lower or jump back, land with bent arms. Roll over your toes, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana, lift your hips up. Breathe in. Let it go. Come up high onto your toes, gaze forward. Travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up. Uttanasana, make your way down. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana, take your journey, take your flow. Notice the places in between. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And let it go. Inhale, come up high onto your toes. Make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Full. Urdhva Hastasana, expand, reach up. Uttanasana, bow forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana, your vinyasa, your journey. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. You know your way, top of the mat. Half lift when you get there. Fold. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, last round, Sane. Bow forward, exhale. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana, breathe in. Let it go. Inhale, look forward, travel. Half lift. Full. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink your hips down, lift your chest up. Bring your big toes together if you can, and use that connection to squeeze your inner thighs to touch. If that causes pain in your low back, let your feet stay at hips width distance. Gently knit your ribs together, engage through your core. And breathe in, stretch your arms up a little higher. Stay as you exhale. One more breath in. Uttanasana, bow it forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. At any point, adding on or taking the chaturangas out. You'll see me skip a few, I'm sure. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Cheetah pose, knee to nose, hug in. Inhale, re-lengthen, three-legged dog. Cheetah pose, move slow. Step your right foot between your thumbs, lower your left knee to the earth. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Let your arms reach high. Set up your foundation, press your right foot into the earth, and pull your right hip back in line with your left. Knit your ribs together and breathe in. Exhale, send your weight to your left hip flexor. Breathe in. Half split on your exhale, straighten out your right leg, bring your hands to the earth, or maybe your blocks or something to give you a little height. Straighten out your right leg and breathe space into your right hamstring. Find a little more length in your spine and stay. And breathe in. And breathe out. Come back to Anjaneyasana. On your inhale, extend your arms high. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, high crescent lunge, rise up. Adjust your feet as needed. Bend into your right knee. Stack your left heel over the ball of your foot, really creating energy out of your left, behind your left knee. Breathe in, stretch your arms up high, lifting your torso out of your hips. Breathe in. Open twist as you exhale, extend your left arm forward, reach your right fingertips back behind you. Keep your right hip in line with your right knee, letting the twist come from your spine, not your hips. And see if you can reach your right arm a little bit more behind you, opening up that twist a little more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Warrior two, spin open and arrive. Check your stance, right heel to left arch, alignment in your feet. Glue your left foot to the earth. And bend into your right knee. Let your shoulders settle over your hips and stretch your arms out to either side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay connected with your breath here. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Tip your right arm all the way to the sky. And cartwheel your hands down, Chaturanga Dandasana, or option to leave it out. Make your way back to downward facing dog. And lift your left leg, three-legged dog. Cheetah pose, knee to nose. Use strength instead of momentum. Inhale, re-extend, three-legged. Cheetah pose, hug your knee in. Step it lightly between your thumbs. Anjaneyasana, lower your right knee down to the earth. And reach your arms high. Keep pulling your left hip back in line with your right to square them off to the earth. Squeeze your belly button into your spine and lengthen through your side bodies as you reach up. Breathe in. Half split, bring your hands to the earth, straighten out your left leg. You can flex your toes back toward your face, getting a stretch in your left hamstring. Again, option to bring something underneath your hands to bring the ground closer to you. One more full round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Rebend into your left knee, Anjaneyasana. Tuck your right toes, high crescent lunge. Lift up and arrive with strength. Adjust your feet as needed. Stack your right heel over the ball mound of your foot. And press your left foot into the earth to lift up and out. Knit your ribs together. Try to keep neutral in your spine rather than an arch in your low back. And breathe in. Open twisted crescent, right arm reaches forward as your left fingertips reach behind you. If you're having trouble with stability, squeeze your inner thighs toward your midline. Breathe in. Breathe out. Warrior two, spin open. Set up your foundation here, and then settle in. Keep opening through your hip space, pressing your left knee out to the pinky toe edge of your foot. And breathe in, flip your left palm, peaceful warrior, tip this back. Cartwheel your hands down, chaturanga dandasana. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, shine your heart forward. Adho Mukha Svanasana, lift your hips up. Take a breath in. Let it go. Come up high onto your toes, look forward. Travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, breathe in. Breathe out. Take another inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Chaturanga Dandasana. Make your journey back. Meet in downward facing dog and extend your right leg, three-legged. Cheetah pose, hug your knee into your nose. Inhale, find more length, move slow. Exhale, hug in, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Extend your arms high, breathe in. Half split on your exhale. And take your left hand down to the earth. Reach your right arm high for a twist in your half split. You should feel a deep stretch in your right hamstring, and maybe even the outside of your right thigh and glute. And breathe through any discomfort that you may be feeling and know that relief is coming. One more breath in. Plant your right hand back down, rebend, Anjaneyasana. And then high crescent lunge, rise up. Breathe in. Open twisted crescent. On your exhale, reach your left hand forward. Inhale, tip this back, peaceful crescent, left arm rainbows the sky. Revolved crescent on your exhale, hook your left elbow outside of your right knee. Bring your hands together at prayer center. And work to twist to where your thumbs can come into the middle of your chest like they're at heart center. Again, squeeze your inner thighs together for stability in your stance. And then let the twist come from there. On your next inhale, unwind, peaceful crescent, re-tip this back. Warrior two, spin open. Breathe in, peaceful warrior, pause. Straighten out your right leg for peaceful triangle. Feel a big stretch through your right side body. Inhale. Trikonasana, triangle pose as you exhale. Reach your left fingertips forward. Straighten out your right leg. Maybe bring your right hand to a block or a case of beer, whatever you've got. Work to roll your left hip on top of your right and your left shoulder stacking on top of your right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gaze down out in front of your right foot. A gentle bend in your right leg sends you to half moon pose. Launch your left foot up into the sky, stretching back behind you, and ground your right foot into the earth. Again, working to stack your left hip so it's directly on top of your right. Give yourself a little grace if you're wiggly and wobbly. Experience all of the places in between the stability. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your exit is archer warrior. Take this super slow, reaching your left foot back to the back of your mat, bending into your left knee, straighten out your right leg, and pull your left arm back like you're going to shoot a bow and arrow. Send your breath to the space behind your right knee. Breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out. Inhale, tip it back, peaceful warrior. Cartwheel down, chaturanga dandasana. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, lift your hips high. Inhale your left leg high. Cheetah pose, hug in. Re-extend with slow movement. Exhale, hug in, step through, low lunge. Breathe in, reach high. Half split on your exhale. Plant your right hand down, sweep your left arm high. Once more, give yourself permission to breathe through discomfort. Finding that stretch in your left hamstring and outer left thigh. One more breath in. And breath out, plant your left hand, low lunge, once more. Tuck your right toes, high crescent, breathe in. Open twisted crescent on your exhale. Reach your right fingertips forward. Breathe in, tip this back, peaceful crescent, right arm to the sky. Revolved crescent, hook your right elbow outside of your left thigh. Bring your hands to prayer. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And then press your right tricep into your left leg to give yourself a little leverage to twist deeper. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, peaceful crescent, once more, right arm to the sky. Warrior two, spin open, arrive. Peaceful warrior, paint the sky with your left hand. Straighten out your left leg for peaceful triangle. Breathe in lots of space into your left side body. Maintain that length as you reach your left fingertips forward, setting up for your triangle pose. Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle. See if you can create as much length in your left side body as you can in your right. Take one more breath in. And out. Look down, out in front of your left toes. Half moon pose, launch out of your right leg. Ground your left foot into the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Archer warrior is your exit once more. Take it really slow. Land with your right knee bent to your left leg straight. Breathe space into your left hamstring. Exhale, warrior two. Peaceful warrior, dance back. Cartwheel your hands down, take your vinyasa, take your flow, or choose to leave it out. It's your practice, your choice. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Breathe in. Let it go. Look forward, travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana, one big breath in. Uttanasana, bow forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, reach your right leg high. Cheetah pose, hug. Find length, re-extend. Cheetah pose into your Anjaneyasana, breathe in. Half split, breathe out. Reach your right arm high for one breath in. And back to low lunge as you exhale. High crescent lunge, breathe in, rise up. Exhale, open twist, left fingertips forward. Dance this back, peaceful crescent. Revolved crescent as you exhale. Inhale, dance it back, peaceful crescent. Warrior two is your exhale. Peaceful warrior, breathe and straighten out your right leg. Right into your triangle pose as you exhale. And then look out in front of you, breathe in, half moon pose. We'll stay here for a full cycle. One more breath in. Archer warrior, land and arrive slowly. Breathe in here. Warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Cartwheel your hands down. Take your chaturanga or leave it out. Downward facing dog, lift your left leg high. Cheetah pose, knee to nose. Re-extend with purpose. Exhale, step through Anjaneyasana. Half split, exhale. Reach your left fingertips high, big breath in. Lower your left hand on your exhale. High crescent lunge, rise up, breathe in. Open twist on your exhale, reach your right arm forward. Breathe in, extend your right arm high. Revolved crescent as you exhale. Breathe in, peaceful crescent, re-rise. Warrior two on your exhale. Peaceful warrior right into a straight left leg. Triangle pose as you exhale. Breathe in. Take a peek down, out in front of your left toes. Half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Breath in. And out. Archer, warrior, take your left foot back to the back of your mat. And warrior two as you exhale. Peaceful warrior, tip it back. Cartwheel your hands down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, breathe in. Breathe out. Undulate your body to high plank pose. Move one vertebra at a time. Breathe in here. Lower to your forearms as you exhale. Forearm plank. Full cycle of breath. And then inhale, dolphin pose. Walk your toes toward your elbows. Lift your hips up high. Moving slow, using strength and not momentum. Lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, lower your right leg down. Lift your left leg. Use your core to stabilize. Lower your left leg to the earth. Breathe in, right leg high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, down. Walk your feet back high. Forearm plank. Hold for a breath in. And out. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. High plank pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last inhale. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. Whew! Grab your water, towel off, take a moment, take a breath. Find a moment to reconnect with your breath. Settle back into a nice rhythm. Take a big inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. One more like that, breathe in. Open up, sigh out. Downward facing dog. When you arrive there, lift your right leg for three-legged dog. Step your foot between your thumbs, right back to your low lunge. Anjaneyasana, sweep your arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take one more inhale, tuck your left toes. Flying crescent is your exhale. Lift your left leg, hover your belly over your right thigh. Gently pinch your shoulder blades together behind you. Breathe in, open up your chest. Exhale. Breath in. Easy twist. Plant your left hand down on the earth, or maybe a block, or whatever you've got. Sweep your right arm high. Once more, work to maintain squareness in your hips, keeping your right hip in line with your right knee. And you might take your left hand out just a touch. Horizon lunge. Spin onto the blades of both of your feet. Lower your left hip down toward the earth as you reach your right hand back behind you. Feel the stretch in both of your outer hips. Take a breath in. And exhale. Stay low, crawl all the way around to your left side. Skandasana to the back of your mat, bending into your left leg. Work to keep your left foot planted onto the earth. And extend your right leg Finding a little more length in your right inner thigh, your right hamstring. Breathe in. Breathe out. And crawl your hands to the top of your mat, runner's lunge. The next place we go is warrior three. So lift out of your left leg, straighten your right leg, and work to build this pose from the ground up. A little different here, a little more challenge. Work to create a plank shape with your body, parallel to the ground. Your hands can be down by your sides or at heart center, wherever you like. Breathe in. Breathe out. One-legged Tadasana, lift up, bring your left knee with you. Dancing Shiva pose, so option to utilize your strap here. Take your strap around your left foot or take your right hand to the outer blade of your left foot. And then extend your left leg out in front of you. Reach your left arm behind you. Work to find stability, ground down through your right foot. Really press it into the earth. And squeeze everything toward your midline. We're gonna get real crazy here. Hear me out. From Dancing Shiva, we're squatting into a modified baby grasshopper. So keep your right hand on your left foot or your strap, either way, and begin to slowly squat into your right leg. Your left hand will come to plant on the earth. Woo! As you try to keep your hips lifted. If you want to get real crazy and take this to baby grasshopper, you can by sending your left foot around and behind your right leg. Take this to your place, whatever that may be. If you get a little lost along the way, no big deal. Breathe in. And then take a seat. Let your left leg extend long in front of you and pull your right knee to your chest, planting your right foot on the earth. Leave a little space between your right foot and your left thigh. Reach your arms up. Breathe in. And fold forward on your exhale for Marichiyasana A. Your right shoulder snuggles inside of your right knee. Use this posture as rest to recover your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now lift your torso back up, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, take a twist, Marichiyasana C. Take your left tricep outside of your right knee, your right hand comes behind you. Once more opportunity for rest, recover your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. And we're gonna stick with the funky transition. Take your left hand, it's gonna meet and mirror your right. So you're going to spin to downward facing dog, facing the back of your mat. Your hands are at the back of your mat. I know, wild. And inhale your left leg high, three-legged dog. Hug your knee into your nose, step it through Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Full round of breath. One more inhale. Tuck your right toes under, flying crescent. Hover your chest over your left thigh. Gently pinch your shoulder blades together to open up your chest. Breathe in. Easy twist, plant your right hand down, extend your left arm high. Keep your left hip in line with your left knee, don't cheat yourself. Breathe in. Horizon lunge. Spin onto the blades of both feet. Lower your right hip down toward the earth. Reach your left fingertips to the original front of your mat. Breathe in space to your outer hips, both left and right. And on your next inhale, stay low. Crawl to your skandasana on your right leg. Bend your right knee, straighten your left. You might bring your hands to heart center, leave them grounded. Breathe a little more space into your left inner thigh. And exhale. Runner's lunge, back of the mat. Frame your left foot. Working into your warrior three. Lift your right leg off the ground, your right foot, and straighten out your left leg. Build this pose from the ground up, just like the foundation of a house. Stamp your left foot on the earth. Really use it to create a little more length. Breathe in. Breathe out. One-legged Tadasana, rise up, bring your right leg with you. Option to take that strap or take your left hand to the outer edge of your right foot for your dancing Shiva pose. Straighten out your left leg the best you can and reach your right fingertips behind you. Set up the stability of this pose by squeezing in toward your midline, squeezing your thighs, squeezing your core, activating, and working into that modified baby grasshopper once more. Start to bend your left leg, taking your right hand down toward the earth and arriving with your hips lifted off the ground. Again, take this to your place, your edge. If you want to take it to regular grasshopper, you gotta feed your right leg through this hole. Take it behind your left, and maybe you fall, maybe you float. Whatever happens, happens. Stretch your right leg long in front of you. Come down onto your bum. Hug your left knee into your chest. Reach your right arm, or both arms, not just your right arm. Reach them both high. And exhale, fold forward, Marichyasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your next inhale, reach your fingertips high. And exhale, take the twist. Let your left hand settle behind you. Your right tricep comes to your left knee. Recover your breath. You've made it, yogis. Breathe in. Twist as you exhale. Plant your left hand behind you. Your right hand comes to mirror your left as you flip over to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let your breath go. Reach your right leg high. Set up for your pigeon pose. Pull your right knee to your right wrist. Swing your ankle toward your left wrist. Set up your foundation here. Breathe in. And if you like, you can crawl your fingertips forward, letting your chest settle over your right leg. Give yourself a couple of breaths to fidget. Take this to your edge. And then choose to settle into stillness. With each exhale, see if you can sink a little deeper into the posture. Stay connected to your breath as your body settles into stillness. Give yourself 3 more breaths here. Resist the urge to fidget. Take one last breath in. Fully surrender as you exhale. Crawl your hands underneath your shoulders. Press them into the earth to lift your chest up off of your right leg. Crack your chest open. Stay for a moment. A breath in. And out. And then plant your hands. Tuck your left toes. Three-legged dog. Reach your right leg up high. Bend your knees. Stack open your hips. Maybe draw a few circles. Letting go of that pigeon pose. Option to flip your dog if that suits you in your practice today. To do that, you'll get really heavy in your right foot and light in your right hand until your right foot comes to the earth and you reach your fingertips forward. Wherever you are, take a big breath in. And exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Pigeon pose on this side. Bring your knee to your left wrist, your left ankle to your right wrist. Let your hips settle in. Take your gaze up high, breathe in. And exhale, crawl forward, surrendering your chest over your left leg. Once you've found your edge, sink into stillness. And gravity might take you deeper as you hold the posture. As you take 3 more breaths, notice if your mind runs away or wanders off when your body finds stillness. Take 1 more breath in. And exhale. Slowly crawl your palms underneath your shoulders. Press into the earth. Open up your chest. Stay for a breath in. Oh no. Extend your left leg high for your 3-legged dog. Stack your hips open. I think we got cut off on Instagram. I'm so sorry. Option to flip your dog if you'd like. And come back to your downward facing dog. And from downward dog, you can step or hop to the top of your mat and come all the way down onto your butt, down into a seat. Hey Instagram, thanks for rejoining if you did. You got cut off because of music, I think. Come all the way down onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. Whew, we made it. Keep your right knee hugged in, let your left leg go long. Squeeze your right knee into your chest. And then take a supine twist with your right knee over to your left side. Seal your right shoulder onto the earth. Give yourself this time to let your breath slow down. Wind down your practice. And on your next breath in, hug both knees back into your chest. And breathe in. Extend your right leg long on your mat. Hug your left knee in. As you exhale, take the twist with your left knee over to your right side. Maybe gaze beyond your left hand. Maybe close your eyes at this point in your practice. one more breath in. And exhale. Come back through center. Hug both knees back into your chest. Happy baby pose. Reach for the outer blades of both feet. Pull your knees toward your armpits. Stretch through your groin and inner thighs. Maybe gently rock from side to side, or extend one leg straight and then the other. Work to keep your sacrum, your low back on the ground, and massage out your kidney band. And breathe in. Breathe out. Hug both knees back into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then extend both legs long on your mat. And let your arms fall down by your sides, palms face the sky. This gesture to receive what the universe has to give you. Open arms, open hands. Take a big breath in, fill up through your nose. Open your mouth audibly, sigh out. Close your eyes. Soften all of your muscles. Let your toes splay out to either side. Settle into your shavasana. Give yourself this time to rest. I'll cue you when to come out. You are the books you read, the films you watch, the music you listen to, the people you meet, the dreams you have, the conversations you engage in. You are what you take from all of these things. You are the sound of the ocean, the breath of fresh air, the brightest of lights and the darkest of corners. You are a collective of every experience you have ever had in your life. You are every single second of every single day. So drown yourself in a sea of knowledge, boundless experiences, and a full and vivid existence. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh out. Slowly invite your prana, your life-giving energy back into your body through the power of your breath. And when you can feel your breath all the way out in your toes and your fingers, start to gently wiggle them, find a little movement. Let those movements grow larger little by little. And when you're ready, you can take a full body stretch with your arms up over your head. Breathe in, expand and lengthen. And then exhale, hug your knees into your chest, get small. Roll over onto either side, pausing in fetal position. The position of rebirth. That position serving as a reminder that every moment and every breath is a chance for you to begin again. Mindfully press yourself to a seat. Keep your eyes closed or your gaze heavy. And when you get there, sweep your arms up high. Take a breath in. Connect your palms and draw your thumbs down to your heart center. Bow your chin gently toward your chest. And I'll end class with the sound of Om, as I always do. The universal sound uniting us to ourselves, each other, and the world around us. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale for the sound of Om. Mindfully lift your thumbs to your third eye center, the space in between and just above your eyebrows, where your physical body meets your divine being. And together, in respect for the practice and one another, we'll bow forward. Namaste. I'll clap for you all. Thank you for hanging in with me. Instagram, so sorry that we got cut off. I think it was the music. We're still learning this whole virtual platform, so thanks for your patience and bearing with me. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to chat about class. I hope you're all staying safe and keeping well, and I will see you soon. Have a beautiful Saturday. Thanks, Jonathan.